personal message
Oop,
for
we're live
me.
now. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome and thank you. Why are you not? Are you live? Yes, you are. Okay, sorry. Welcome, welcome. Whether you're tuning in from Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, we're just so happy that you're here. If you're new here, I'm Lassyfly. This is my sacred space where we dive deep into the magic of the universe together. I have a special guest with us tonight. Again, this is Jacqueline. But before we get started, let's take a second to tap that like button, follow if you haven't already, subscribe over on YouTube so you never miss a session. And we're going to be kicking things off, as always, with a collective reading to tap into the energy that we need right now. And Jacqueline is going to actually, instead of doing a reading, she's going to share a message that she channeled. Then we're going to dive deep into the topic tonight about would you date a ghost? So settle in, take a deep breath, drop a magical emoji when you are ready, and let's get into it. So, how is everybody today? Did it go live? It did go live. Oh, sorry, because I told you it does this weird thing with Instagram. I have to do it first on
Yeah,
stream.
it has the live
Yeah.
red
So I was
at the
like,
time.
sorry. Yeah,
Red
exactly. See,
second.
you get it, girl. I love it. Thank you. So Jacqueline has this beautiful message for us. Actually, if you want to do that while I'm reading or while I'm pulling cards, you can go first.
Okay,
Since
sure, I can talk about
yeah,
it. So I
yeah.
did like a, what do you call it when you freehand with your left and just I
Oh,
closed my eyes
I just call it what the hell do I call it?
with your less dominant
Um
hand.
I call it automatic writing.
Automatic writing. Some it's like trans writing or I
Yeah.
can't think of the word, yeah. But so I just closed my eyes and just kind of like let whatever scribble comes out and I got this picture that kind of looks like it's too dim in here, but it looks like a I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but to me it looks like a girl. You can't see it, it's so light. Can you see anything?
It's for me it's light too.
Yeah, it's super light.
Well,
So it's
at least from
it
StreamYard.
looks like a female figure reaching up to what looks like a star, and
Hi
then it looks like a
Apprecio. I hope I said that right.
mountain in the back. And usually, what happens is I'll pull some oracles on the. I'll say, okay, Spirit, what is this here for me? And because we were doing a ghost. I felt like I've always had like some sort of like energetic love, like that I've connected with in some sort of like alternate realm, like my
Mm,
whole life. I don't know if that makes sense.
no,
So I
it
kind of
does.
channeled that energy um, because I felt like it's a masculine energy, or I felt like it's the masculine energy. I don't know, but I said when I did this channeling, I was concentrating on a lot of the anger I was feeling that I felt was like projected towards me the past couple days. I was uh, I was talking with Angela about some messages I was getting, and I felt like I was just getting a lot of angry messages from the collective, and I was just feeling like a lot of anger.
Hmm.
They were just angry messages. And I felt like I wasn't sure where it was coming from. And it just felt like, and it's not really uncommon. It just seems like a lot of masculines are triggered right now. I mean, I'm used to triggering them, but it just seemed very frequently the past couple days. And I know like there's the eclipse and everything happening,
Yeah, it's a
um,
lot of chaotic energy.
but these were coming from like people that are like when I saw on their profiles, like they claim to be like healers and stuff. So
Yeah.
when I was doing this channeling, um, I was like, okay, well, what is this? So when I pulled the oracles, um, so on my page, I don't. I don't like sharing like pictures of me because
Hi,
I
Tidra. Thank you for joining.
don't like putting my energy out there, because in the past I've had, like when Facebook first came out, my Facebook was duplicated, and they would send messages to my family and like stalk my family, and then they hacked into my phone and then got nudes, and then like sent pictures to my
Oh my
um
gosh.
yeah, like to my dad, and then they would send pictures to like people. I mean, they would send messages to people in
What the
high school.
heck?
Yeah, they would send messages to people in high school and act like
That's crazy.
they would act like the P word. Yeah, like send
That's crazy. I'm
like
glad you got rid of
perverted
that.
messages. Well, I had to shut down like my social media because it went on for about 5 years. Like I couldn't really report it because Facebook wasn't really like someone to report. Like it wasn't really common then, like social media bullying. And I went to the police, but police didn't really know how to do anything like that. So all I could do was just like kind of like keep to myself. And so um I just kind of learned to protect my energy. And then um also like when I hop back online, and then when you do like energy work, you learn about like how people, like you learn about like the evil eye, and eh, uh, we learn about like psychic projections and things like that,
Hmm.
and then how people can use your photos and things, and like that's all very real. So it's kind of like the Native Americans and how they like capture. I've always felt like, you know using your photos like hold energy. Like I've always felt that way. So I just became very protective with my photos and what I share online. So I felt like the men that like were specifically messaging me, I felt like they were angry about that specifically. Like they wanted to know who I was, like behind this sort of like persona or mask, right? And that's seemingly like that was like what was angering them the most.
Hmm.
Um, so uh when I pulled this message, it says forgiveness, and
Oh.
then I got the next one was passion. Like, so when I thought forgiveness, I ultimately thought, and you can like think about this in your own, like how it relates to you or anyone else, like how this relates to your own story, and even like because again, if this is a mirror for like who I'm reading for, this could be like maybe someone hurt them, like scam them, and this could be like a mirror, right?
Hmm.
So forgiveness made me think I need to forgive the passion, like the passion of people that like felt some sort of passion for me in the past, like that like did the stalking or something, right? And that will like be a freedom for me, right? That's gonna give me a key for a reflection, like so I can use my reflection again.
Hmm.
Okay, so I can like share myself again, and then that's gonna give me self-love, and that's going to allow me to grow and bring fortune,
Oh,
right?
I love that.
Yeah. And prosperity. And because that was captured, and it captured blessings, right? So that was like something that was like,
Wow.
and it just like it like, and this was like maybe 12 years ago. So it's like something that like halted. And then you know what I got when I channeled the Starseed deck? I heard like you've got the love, right? It was the I got, like I was just, and I had to write it down because I didn't take pictures of it. But then it said you've got the love, and then I got the card that said from the Star Brothers. So, and then it said I'm sorry, and it said under I'm sorry, it said defenseless, rewriting the past wrongs and uprooting. So they're learning. And then I heard in the end, I only see love. And then I got the other card that said keep holding a vision of love. What a card. Keep holding the vision of um newer. Keep holding the vision for newer.
I
So
love
like
that.
even though they have, you know, like those projections at the like same time, it's like a duality that they're feeling.
Mhm. Beautiful, beautiful message. Was that it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I was waiting for you to keep going. But I think it's
No,
because of the little
no,
delay.
that
That's
was
why I was
it.
like, no, because the delay showed me your lips were still moving, but then I was like, wait, I
Oh, they
don't hear
were.
anything. No, it was the delay for me on my end. That's why I was like, wait, are you done? There's no words coming out, but I see your lips moving.
No,
Okay,
that was
that was
it. But I thought that was
beautiful.
so cool. And you know what? I thought
It
that's what I wanted to
is.
hear. And you know what? That was like so healing for me. And it helped me like understand like the anger like on their part too, because I was
Oh, Lord.
um like that could help me like heal a wound from my past. And then
Yeah,
honestly, like they're probably like who like they're triggered probably like without thinking about it too much, I could see like why they're triggered because something or someone probably hurt them at some point, and they're probably like, yes, they're intrigued, but they're probably also worried, like that I'm not real.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
Because
that was weird.
I mean, scam. How many people have been scammed at this point? You know,
Freaking me.
almost everybody.
Yeah,
And it's like we want to believe, but like if you don't like show us who you are. And I mean, I can't go explaining to everybody in all the ways I've been hurt.
yeah. It's not everybody's business either.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh. I'm looking at these freaking cards that I got, but I'm listening to you and there's some fucking chaos in these messages. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Um,
There's a lot, but you know what? I've like I think the eclipse that usually happens around the eclipse.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
stirs it up.
Jeez. Oh my
Are you
gosh.
like are you like I don't know?
I literally that's why I was like, I don't even know where you want me to start. Um,
You're like let me here, let me spray something first.
I know my Palo Santo is going out. Um, so this is I was laughing because it just makes me laugh that one of the not one of the questions, one of the cards that came out. So, uh there's a lot. Somebody out here is dealing with maybe it's just a lot of people collectively because it's energy, but there's a lot of like confusion. There's that like anger coming out, violence. You know, we have this Ace of Swords coming out for us in the reverse. We have the Knight of Wands coming out for us as well in reverse. Um, sorry, my uh-oh, my screen went away. Can you still see me?
I can see you.
Okay, I just gotta make it come back because I don't know what the heck happened. Well, whatever. You can see me. Um, so yeah, there's like this energy of chaos for sure from this eclipse moon right here, this full moon energy that always causes chaos and confusion and a lot of, you know, madness. I mean, especially when I used to work in the elderly homes, there's a lot of shit happening during the full moons,
Oh
hospitals,
my
all types of
gosh.
things, madness. But there's eclipse energy as well present, which is not, you know, helping. It's amplifying the energy, if anything. So literally, this is like people out here being reckless. So be careful, because this Ace of Swords is also like poor judgment. It could be miscommunication. This could be you, with this Knight of Wands energy, dealing with somebody who could be violent or abusive, as well. So, this could be a lot of shit that you don't want to deal with right now. There's telling you, don't let pride get in the way for this full moon energy. This is full moon in Leo. So this is sitting here telling you, like, don't let your pride get in the way. Don't let yourself feel like you're better than other people or anything like that. They're just wanting you to realize that other people are, equally important as well. But they're also saying, like, friendships might be ending, and that's okay too, because things are not aligning, and that's what it's supposed to be right now. Whatever's not serving is being removed from your life. So they're asking for you to really start to use this energy that is coming up. This card is asking that you put an end to the things. Um, like dilemmas and shit, which is also this chaotic energy right here. It's putting an end to that. It's choosing you, but also, if it's not you, it maybe you could be the one doing it. Like, it's you um choosing yourself. Maybe you're having like issues, insecurities, self-esteem issues and stuff, and this is causing you to lash out at people. People are our mirrors, they are triggers, they are reflections of us. And that's really important for people to stop and think about. People don't realize that. Hi, Pam. Thanks for joining. The relationship that we have with ourself is the most important, because the relationship that we have with self is the relationship that reflects in our very, very real reality. So that's exactly what is being brought to my attention right now with this destruction, even the miscommunication, like the poor judgment, people acting reckless. You could be getting violent and shit like that. You could even be showing off, and they're like, this is not the time. Don't show off, because what if something happens, and then all of a sudden, like, that was poor judgment. You doing all the wrong stuff, and the road's all slippery and shit because it's raining outside, or it was just
Oh my
hailing.
gosh.
So now you out here busting your ass or whatever.
I've been
So
hearing so many cars doing that. Like last night.
see, they be out here doing sideshows and stuff. So it's just like, people out here racing and stuff, and it's just like, what are you racing? There's like a stoplight every freaking couple feet. Where are you? What are you? How? Okay, so just like, don't be so reckless. Don't let your pride get in the way and be like, oh, I gotta go and show off. Oh, I gotta go and do this. I got things to uphold, reputations and shit like that. I gotta have these people, whatever. Like, no, don't don't do it. They're saying, although, you know, they are saying, though, luck is on your side. So, yeah, there is some luck on your side, but still, just,
Don't abuse it.
yeah, use your intuition and your discernment, they're saying, because some shit, bottom of the deck, the moon card, there's illusions here that, yeah, luck's on your side and shit, but there might be an illusion. You're going to be like, yeah, everything's working out great. And then you find out, like, fuck around, find out for real. But this is more of energy that, the way I'm gathering it, is that people are taking things seriously, and this is what they're asking of the energy for luck being on your side, but also for you to, like, laugh more, is what I'm gathering. Maybe you're taking things so seriously. They're saying, literally, that's exactly what they're saying, is like, don't be so serious, don't be so narrow-minded. They're like, laugh more. So I don't know, take that how that resonates for you. But there's still a lot of shit happening with this deception. Yeah, luck's on your side, but they're also saying someone is cheating. So be aware of that. Somebody is cheating. They're literally showing you bottom of the deck. Their intentions are bad. They have bad intentions. You do need to laugh more. Well, this is your sign. Hi, Mike. Um, So yes, laugh more then, bring more joy into your life. That's what they're asking for. They're asking for you to even start like exchanging new things like with yourself, like new ideas, new thoughts, they're saying. But being more open to joy, to laughter, to not taking things so seriously. They're saying quite literally, count your blessings, write them down, speak them out loud, but this will also attract more of the things that you want. Your luck will be changing because you will be speaking this into your existence, into your reality. So take that how that resonates. But they were also going back to that thing that I was just talking about. They wanted me to talk about that. They're asking for you to step out of your comfort zone. This is the bottom of the deck. This is a north node. I don't know whose north node this might be for, but maybe that's your north node. And they're very much asking you, this is what you signed up to do this lifetime, to come here, to step out of your comfort zone. No more playing it small. They're like, you're headed for something. And this is like your life path, your destiny. This is what you are here to do. Like you're meant to be doing this. This is your north node, okay? And they're like, this is the time for you to realize that you have luck on your side, yes, but also stepping out of your comfort zone is growth. You need to face fears and you need to get over them. They're saying like there really is no fear except for fear itself. Fear of yourself, fear of your own power. And they're literally telling you to tap into your own gifts. So what are you waiting for? Step out of your comfort zone. Okay. And then they have this Seven of Pentacles, like you working at it, you doing all the things that you need to do. You are going to only amplify it. You are going to have this hard work pay off because it's like the muscle that you're strengthening, these gifts, these things that you're tapping into, and you're going to start to see results because you're spending time with yourself, you're healing yourself, you're releasing the things that aren't serving you, you're stepping out of your comfort zone, so you're growing. You not only are you growing in other ways, but they're like, we're gonna have your bank account grow, we're gonna have whatever that is that you want to grow, it's gonna grow, whether that be your following, your platforms, your bank account, your house, like your acreages, whatever it may be. Expect growth. Like they're saying, putting in this work, you're gonna see results and it's going to pay off. Because after the Seven of Pentacles only comes the 8 and the 9 and the 10, which is the 9 is for sure you harvesting. So, and the 10, that's hello, that's literally everything you want. So, they're saying step out of your comfort zone. They're like, you've got this. You can do this. You know you can do this. You've done this for many lifetimes. And that's what they're saying is like, don't be distracted, don't be caught up in ego because of whatever might be happening right here. Don't be a show off. you know they're asking for you to use better judgment, to also communicate better, but not just with other people. They're saying your miscommunication could even be with yourself. And that's what I was talking about earlier. And they're bringing that back around this time. And they're saying that the way you treat yourself, the relationship that you have with yourself, it reflects. So when you're sitting here and you are not doing the things to strengthen your relationship, when you're not honest with yourself, when you fall through on things, commitments, plans, goals, whatever it is that you've set up for yourself, they're like, and then you start having it happen to you in real life, it's because you started flicking on yourself first. This is only a reflection of your reality. If you can't even commit, if you can't even fall through for yourself, why you expect them to? So they're asking for us to step out of our comfort zone, to be willing to do these things, to be consistent, to face those fears, to even face that laziness, that whatever it is that they're literally telling us, whatever the blockage is that there is to bring awareness to, what it is. There's a blockage that needs to be brought awareness to, because this is very much what holds you back from tapping into your gifts. This is what keeps you in illusion. This is what keeps you in that confusion and that miscommunication and things like that. So they're asking for you to go towards your north node, go towards your life purpose, go towards what you're being urged to do. Like they're like, I dare you. I triple dog dare you. Like, watch what happens though. It's only going to be a level up. So do what feels like it's calling to you. But they're also telling you, be aware, you got a female spying on you. Okay? And that's why I started laughing, because when I saw that, I was like, ha, don't I
My
already
card
know
just
this?
fell on the floor.
Oh no. So be aware, okay? Because there's somebody spying on you. This doesn't have to necessarily be a female, but it very much can be. It could be somebody just wrapped up in their feminine energy. But bottom of the deck was saying they have bad intentions, okay? So be aware, because there's also all that other energy that was coming out with the moon, this could be illusions, this could be deception, and then we had that ace of swords and we had the knight of wands and shit. So this is you just being aware of what's happening, tapping into your gifts, knowing how to protect yourself. Protecting yourself is high vibrational. But this very much could be the blockage that you have to be aware of. Cut the bitch off, okay? Because she's spying. So block them off on all levels, whoever they are. I know who some of them are. And I've blocked a bunch of them actually recently. But there's still other ways they can still get around. So just be aware. Protect your energy. Do not give these people access, but keep standing in your power. Keep stepping out of your comfort zone and growing. Because the more you elevate, the more you start to tap into your gifts and fall in love with yourself, the more you vibrate higher. And then these things can't even vibrate at the same level as you anymore, anyways. So cut them off by vibrating high. Um, but protect your energy, be aware, because there's a lot of like chaos energy out there right now. And there's a lot of people out here who have bad intentions, they are saying. So protect yourself, protect your energy. But know that luck is on your side. Know that you are divinely protected. You're divinely guided. So, I mean, they could try, but they can't. They can't touch you. Don't worry about it. But that's the message. Take what resonates. The next door neighbor. Oh my gosh. What we gotta do about this next door neighbor? Put them in a jar. No, I don't know. Whatever resonates. No.
My gosh. So I
I
was
know,
looking
right?
for these have you ever messed with these ones? They're like the spiritual message
I
cards.
don't I don't think I've seen those. Where did
They're
you get
pretty
those?
uh these ones were either from Timu or yeah, just a cheap jack from Timu. But like I
Oh,
don't think I realized that they were like this cool. I think I just thought they look cool.
I
Like
freaking get a lot of stuff from Timu,
yeah, I think
actually.
I just liked them because of like the the geometric shapes.
I like
And then
stuff
when I
like that too.
yeah, but then when I noticed how they read, I thought they were amazing because they read really good like for oracles like from um like direct messages
Yeah,
from
I
the
like
other
stuff like that. I'm gonna have to
from
check
the
that
other
out.
side.
I'm gonna have to check those out. I like stuff like that. I have so many
So
freaking cards, but still, it's
so I
always
want
nice to
to
have more.
see since we're doing like a ghost. I wanted to see if I could do a quick. I want to see if it works like on anybody real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me see. Can you ask anyone from the chat? I've never done this like on anyone.
Well, Pam is actively commenting now.
Okay, let me.
Unless anybody else, Pam, do you want her to ask something, or
Yeah. See if
okay, do
let's
you
see
want
if
to
she.
ask you want to ask a question, Pam, that you might want an answer to so she gets to test these cards out? That's pretty cool. I love that. Or anybody, whoever. I
Yeah,
don't want to put you on the spot,
because these
Pam.
are like spiritual messages, so it would be like a spiritual contact from the other side. It seems she's comfortable with that, or her, or anybody in the chat.
Yeah, whoever's watching, because we got people on
Since
Instagram too watching. So,
it's like it's
whoever wants to leave a
supernatural,
comment, we want to see how these work
or
because I
I
might
could
get
just,
me these.
or I could just do like a cold reading and just see, and then someone could be like, "I
Oh,
think that message is for me."
Pam says, give us a message.
Okay, okay, give us a blank message. Okay, let's see. I've
Yeah,
never
what do
done
we
it
need
on
to
a
know?
group.
What does the collective need to know? What messages
What does the collective need to know? Okay,
come
we can
through,
do that.
spirits?
Come through, spirit. All right. What's the most important, or what's the strongest message that needs to come through for the collective in the group chat? Okay, that's the first one that comes out. We have happiness and communication on the bottom of the deck.
Mm.
All right, can you clarify happiness? Happiness. Happiness guide. Tell me about this guide. Is your guide telling you to be happy?
Yeah, that could be. They did just say to laugh.
We have respect in the reverse. Okay. Why is respect in the reverse? Are you not respecting your happiness? Okay, this came out sideways. Secret.
Ooh.
Secrets. Secrets came out sideways under guide.
Secrets.
Regrets. Regrets is in the reverse. Soon. Okay, we have soon. Regrets reversed. Soon. Sounds kind of juicy. Message of love.
Ooh. Hater.
And a message of love. Okay. That wanted to go under respect reverse. Okay. And then calm. All right. Let me pull some tarot. When I said my
Oh,
cards
there they
fell on
are.
the floor, my whole deck, my whole tray fell on the floor.
Oh my gosh. I
So
brought my
I was looking for
dowsing
these
rods.
actually, and so they just like fell. I was like, hopefully no
They
one
wanted
saw.
to be they wanted to make sure you remembered to use them, so they had to get your attention.
Well, I was thinking, I was like, chaos, chaos, or like, and then you said, and people are spying. It was like evil eye.
Yep.
Very
Protect your energies.
good.
My Palo Santo's almost gone. I need to get more.
My Palo Santo doesn't burn enough for like smoke. I just get like,
Mine burns like really fast. I can't tell you how many Palo Santo I go through. I need to get more. But I do have Palo Santo incense as well. And I make Palo Santo scent like candles and why the hell can I think of the name? They're right in front of my face. Oops, don't fall. Are you them?
all right, so
Yeah,
I
I got
got
Palo Santo card
five
diffusers.
cards.
Oops.
5 cards under a message of love that's coming. And I got 7 of Wands, the World, Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords. So it looks like I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't trust it, to be honest. It's saying like protect your energy like with this new cycle, and you
Mm.
have because you have this Ace of Pentacles, and then there's this collaboration with the Seven of Wands. You have people collaborating against you, and all these other cards. It says your guides are saying you need to choose your happiness, and secrets fell right under that.
Which makes
And
so much sense because I just had they have bad intentions.
yeah, and respect is in the reverse.
Yeah.
And with no regrets is in the reverse. And soon these people are coming towards you because all they want is your pentacle.
Yep.
And they're going to use love for that. They're going to use love. And people will do that, especially, unfortunately, um, you know,
That's what narcissists are good for. They will love bomb you, but then beat the fuck out of you in emotionally abusive and manipulative ways.
yeah. And I don't
So
want to
I
say
know.
just
I was in
men,
a relationship like that
I don't
for
want to
the
say just
last year and a
men,
half.
women will do it too. There's women that will date a man, just to buy her things, just to
They'll
pay
even be
her
your
bills.
friends.
I've had multiple friends that I've had to like cut off because they would only come for me,
Yeah.
hey, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Oh,
Yes, yes.
I'm sorry,
You
but
only know when you only know me when you need something.
yeah, oh hey, I'm sorry. I cut them off, and then they call and apologize, and then right after they apologize, can you do this? You know,
Mm-hmm.
or like I've heard so many like women like like they have a guy who doesn't like them, and they're in their house, you know,
Yeah.
like eating their food,
Yes,
you know,
Pam. She said disrespect in the name of love. Did that
yeah,
highlight?
eating their
There we
food,
go.
eating their kids' food, like 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 sleeping in their bed. They don't work.
Yeah.
The girl, there's girls I've known like this, or like I've seen girls like this, um and it's like they are like stuck in this mentality when they think these guys love them, um and I've like almost been, I'm like I don't think I could ever put myself in that, but I've almost like been in a situation where I could like see myself going down like that, just
Yeah,
not
I don't
in that
understand women like
exact
that who
just
get
not
with
in that exact format,
yeah,
but
I don't
like
understand that
it
about
just
women
didn't
who get
look
with
like that,
trash ass men
you know
or even men who are like pedos and shit like that. Like why? It doesn't make sense.
Oh, like where they don't believe. Oh, I had a friend in high school who like mom didn't believe that, her boyfriend, the mom didn't believe that the the boyfriend did that to the daughter. And
Yeah,
she's like, yeah. Or
it's
like
horrible.
they get with guys who you know, like guys will pick women who
Yes.
they specifically like
I'm
go after
saying
women with
they're going after you because they know
children.
your child is exactly what they like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry,
Mhm.
my eyes water when uh I when I get on. Um but yes, and I've had to, yeah,
Yep.
you just kind of have to always be overly paranoid. And I'm glad that,
Yeah.
there's social media like that where we can like share that so much more with
That's
people.
why I
And
love it so much. Like Kendrick literally made it cool to call pedophiles out again. Like Nicki Minaj is a huge support. I do not listen to any of her fucking music. She supports pedophiles. Her husband's one. Her fucking brother's one. Like I don't fuck with her in any way. My spirits always let me know like she's not it. So I've never even listened to her. But like Kendrick literally made it cool to call pedophiles out again because of fucking Drake's weird ass. But like I feel like for the so long people in my family have chose my sexual abuser over me. There are people in my family actively who are pedophiles, who are in relationship with pedophiles. Like it's pretty fucking sad. Like yeah, and it's like damn, I don't really let my kids be around a lot of my own family because it's like you guys are fucking weird, but I'm wrong. So I don't know.
part of the reason, I think as a light worker, I am if you look on my Facebook, it says like to heal the masculine. Like I didn't
40/40 when you
consciously.
said that mirror numbers.
Oh, thank you for like pointing that out.
Yeah, it was
I
a mirror being held up.
didn't I consciously didn't know what my gift was. I found that out later, and like spirit told me to write like that, like my title. And it's because of like all the trauma. Like every
Yeah.
masculine in my family except maybe one who was like married into my family, um including like strangers, including people in school, have like inappropriately done something with me growing up. So it's
A
very
lot of
common,
yeah. That's why I am so grateful. Like my husband is everything that so many men have
respectfully.
never. Yes, he is like the
He's
most amazing man.
this, he's not this.
Yeah, he is like I don't know. He's like no man
He's the one
that
that
have
treated
hawks
you like
flying
a
by.
princess.
Yeah, but not only that, like it's like I knew when I first met my husband, I knew we had shared lifetimes together, but I knew we would share lifetimes this together or this lifetime together, and I knew that we would be the ones to be able to break curses that our family has had. Like
Yeah.
my own father sexually abused me. My husband is nothing like that. Like I can not only leave him with my kids, but my husband is a licensed child care provider. There are so many fucking kids who are safe and comfortable with my husband. There are even little girls who are now damn near adults, 18-year-olds who are just like they know they're like they refer to my husband as their uncle and things like that, or they just know that they're safe. They know that he is not a fucking weirdo. Where when I was even like younger on both sides, my mom's side and my dad's side, I had cousins where it was like this motherfucker is weird. If you leave me alone with them, I already know the
Yeah.
type of shit they're on. I had a cousin who was married to this man who they were both older than me. I don't even remember how old I was, but her husband would sit there and throw me over his shoulder and run a fucking way with me and be weird with me. And everybody in the family fucking knew it. Everybody would always be like, oh, he's fucking weird. Then why do you let him keep picking me up and taking me places? Why do you let him touch me at all? Like, you fucking weirdos. But yeah,
Hmm. Yeah. And confronting that, and then like there was a lot like I wasn't able like you
yeah,
knew it was wrong, and then you harbor that, and then like talking about it now as an adult, um but also like being able to like forgive,
yeah,
um like has able like that is what the part that was that allowed me to heal that, and it allowed me to see that people can be forgiven, and also like time healed them, so people can change, you know. And it allowed me to see that people, like you said, like can still stay together. You don't have to split.
yeah.
And I like that you remind me a lot, like at times when I want to part ways from people, like my family, sometimes I just want to like run away. Like I've been dying to go to Washington. And I do, sometimes I still do, but like a lot of times like
I
you'll
have
like
family in
say
Washington too.
a lot of times you'll say like at the right time, like, well, you don't like, and you'll say like you don't always have to like split up from people, you know, and you'll always like remind me like Like you'll say it at the
I
right times, like about the collective. Like you don't have to.
yeah,
You'll always,
44
or like when I'm
33.
overly triggered, by like something I see or whatever, you'll always say like, being a unit and accepting, and it just reminds me
Oh,
about
I love
like
that.
the
Thank you.
bigger picture and just
Yeah.
like one, it just reminds me of like one love. And that's like the main purpose. And not many people see that. People want to be divided.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just thank you so much. And
I love that. Thank
it makes
you.
me want to cry because, you after your split, like you could have chosen to like give up and you didn't.
Yeah.
And it just makes me, I just want to say I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you. Well, no, that's the thing is like I'm not giving anybody that power. I was doing videos and things well before I even met that person, but I definitely feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I feel like it doesn't matter what happened. Like, there are timelines where this didn't even happen, and there's timelines where this continued. And, that's why, like, now I don't know, I just feel like even collectively, like especially when it's like when we want to like you said, leave families or walk away from people or things like that, like I just hold on to the fact and the thing that there's a timeline where, you know, that this isn't necessarily happening this way. There's a timeline where I can align with where things are happening the way I like manifest them. So there's a timeline where my mom is healed, where, I am able to have an actual healthy relationship with her, even if it doesn't look like that in this timeline or things like that. Or like my husband, to me, he doesn't say he's spiritual, but in so many ways my husband is spiritual. He doesn't call it spiritual, but like my husband is highly intuitive. He's very, very, very intuitive. Like he will see things before I even see them. 4646 mirror. He mirrors things. He literally never fucked with my co-host because he knew I couldn't see it, but my husband knew, and he was just like, I already know this is not gonna, like, my husband has called so many things like that out for me with
Mm-hmm.
people because of the fact that I can be naive. I can literally, quite literally, have that moon card, and that's my downfall because I will see the illusion. I will fall for the deceit and be like, man, I just want to see the good in everybody, and that's my fucking problem, is I want to see the good in everybody, that they reel me in, and I'm just like, damn, that fucking sucked. And then my husband's like, I told you, I saw it. And I'm just like,
That's
okay.
crazy.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's like to the
Well,
point where
that's
it's just like,
badass though. That's like
yeah,
really badass that like he's that solid, for you and like
yeah.
is
V
never
said the
like
same thing in the way,
I
like
told
that's
you, but
him.
he's
Yeah,
always there like as that stronghold for you.
yeah, exactly. He's definitely more grounded than I am, for sure. So
He
it's
lets you be
very,
your free spirit, he's not like holding you down or nothing.
yeah, and he's so supportive of me, so I love that. But yeah, it's
That's good.
definitely the whole looking at it like that now. Like there's timelines where, like I said, I have all the things that, you know, didn't go right but go right for me and for others and for everyone. So I can't, be angry, and I can just only continue doing what I'm doing because I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I wasn't supposed to stop. I took the time to sit with myself and obviously feel the feelings that I felt, but everything in me was like, no, you have to keep doing this because this is what you've always done. So I'm glad that it resonates with people because I don't always know that, and I don't always know what I'm saying. I just say what they say and say. So I'm like, okay, I don't
I
freaking know.
think I think that's like what our trauma has done for us is like gotten us here and like that's what allows us to like heal others.
Yeah, yeah, I think so too. Well, you guys, I know we kind of got a little bit off topic, but what about tonight's topic? Would you date a
I was thinking
ghost?
that too.
I know, huh? Would you date a ghost, you guys? I actually have some stories. I don't know if you have any stories to share, but I had some stories. There was a show I watched one time too. Fuck. I like watching ghosts, like paranormal shows and stories and stuff, and I can't remember. It might have been on like a haunting. My mother-in-law was the one who was actually watching it, and I was living with her at the time, and it stuck with me. But it was a story of a woman. I want to say she was Native American, but it was a reenactment, so I really don't fucking know. It could have just been the reenactment that she was Native American. But she was having relationships with a ghost. She was talking about like how like I don't know, she was like in a tent, she was camping or something, and there was like a bonfire, and she said she like woke up in the middle of the night and like spirit was giving it to her, and she was like it was the best I ever had. And I'm just like,
Has that
what?
ever, like, let me get candid with you. Like, have you ever, ugh, you're gonna
She
think
said,
I'm
Pam said,
crazy,
I think
but
I would.
have you ever, like, had or, like, been, like, done that? Or, like, has anything, like, come in contact with you?
um I don't know that that's happened to me, but I know I've physically had them like when I was younger, and I don't exactly remember what happened, but I do remember like having marks on me from an entity, but I don't know that I've ever had
Like,
something
sexual?
sexually happen. No, not that I know of.
So, I
I've
have
had
an,
dreams, so maybe that could be it.
oh, like, you're, like, can I say the O word? The big O?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying.
So,
Like,
well, yeah, like that would happen in dreams, right? But okay, I got to the point where I could just meditation. So maybe like a year ago, I would just meditate, and
you
then
getting freaky in meditation? No, I'm joking.
yeah. So
Oh,
yeah.
I love
So
it.
okay, I would say like a year ago, I could feel like, and I think it was someone that I knew because I would feel, you can feel auras around
You
certain
just
people.
triggered, yes. Oh, so never a sexual act, but I was meditating once and I felt something touch my thigh. So that's the closest.
I think people can astral project. I think some people know how to
I
astral
believe
project.
that. I know how I've done it. I've astral projected.
Okay, I don't know how to do it that well, but I think some people know how to do it more than others. And I think someone, because okay,
Probably
there's,
astral projected into your space.
yes, because I felt someone hovering over me, I swear to God. And I don't usually, like, I'm not big, like I can't feel aura that well. Like I can feel energy. Like I do energy work. I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about now that I just said that. I take it back. I can feel energy, but like some people can like see aura,
Cloak it. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
and you
Yeah,
know
I
how
see auras.
you yeah, well, I don't see them, but I would say like when this person like came in, like walked, I could feel their energy. I would say their aura, probably like this far away. And it was like real thick. And that was the first time I've ever felt someone's energy that far away.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like that strong. So that's never happened. So that's how I knew that it was this person like in the room astral projecting.
What?
Yes.
No, I feel like how Pam said, like maybe I thought it was a dream because I woke up too and I'm thinking, damn, that was a real intense dream. But that's crazy that
And
somebody
I
does.
and
I
I
believe people can astral
swear,
project into your rooms, into your space, into your home. That's also why I'm just like protect your energy, protect your home because motherfuckers could do that.
yeah, and well, I had never, and you know how like with our intuition as psychics, we just kind of like know right away, like that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's what I felt like they were doing, and I was like, this person's like having sex with me because I
Dude,
I felt good.
yes.
Well, I didn't feel
That's
like,
so
but I
funny that you
felt
say that because
I
I
felt like
have.
I was being fondled.
Yeah, there's no like especially people who are intuitive and who are like very sensitive. There are women like us who are highly intuitive and even just able to tap in to where like people be like, "Oh, you're fucking weird and you're an attention whore." And it's like, "No, I feel everything in my energy that tells me you're fucking trying to have sex with me with your mind or some weird shit." Like, I truly believe that that is like a thing, where people can, especially if like that's like if people are tapped in with telepathy and things, you would be able to know it like this
Like this
motherfucker is.
person had a signature energy. Like not everyone, I've never met anyone to have a signature energy. Like I can feel people's energy like and they don't have a signature energy. This is the only person I met that had a signature energy, and this was the one person that could like that I felt in my room doing this. It was very weird.
Wow.
Yeah, and then when I meditated, um one time I a couple times, um like I felt like I could feel someone popping in like to my meditation and
Yeah.
like trying to like do stuff to me.
Yes, that's a thing. I truly believe that, especially when you start to see them and things, you're just like, get the
Oh,
fuck out of my
they
space.
what is Pam saying?
She's saying, yes,
Actually,
I physically
I'm not
felt it
gonna lie,
on
I
me.
liked it.
You're so funny. I mean, I might have if I was single, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. 55,
I'm
55.
not gonna
That's so
say that I
funny.
wouldn't. Well,
It might be pretty sexy. The lady in the show that I was watching, she was just like, even though she couldn't physically see it, she felt it. She's like the girth, the wish. She was like, they was good.
oh, well, I never felt anything
So
inside of me like that.
she
But
did. She was
you just
like
kind of feel
wanting to
like
marry the spirit. I actually have
orgasmic.
stories that I found for you guys that people physically, not physically, but actually like marrying spirits and shit. So I don't know.
Well, it's kind of like, have you heard of like the masters when they meditate and they get to like a certain level? They feel like they explain it as like a form of ecstasy.
It is. I personally think like that's what I associate orgasms with. That is source
That's,
energy. That
yes.
is
And
creation
so
energy. That's
that's
why I
what
believe when people sit there and say God or whatever, or I don't know.
that's what I think it
Like it's
is.
because yes, I truly believe that that is euphoria. That is God energy.
Yeah,
That is the closest you are to God in physical form.
yeah. So I want to say like
That's why I manifest sex magic.
that's what I was it's like I think I was like either tapping into that energy or something else like was tapping into my meditation with me, and they were just like of that frequency.
Mm-hmm.
So it was either one, but it was really cool.
Mm. Well, Pam physically felt it on her. That's crazy. But that's also a thing too. Like when people right before they astral project, people will go into sleep paralysis and then they'll be like, there's something sitting on top of me and you physically can't move your body. So I'm wondering, if this was happening while you were dreaming, like you said, or if you were actually awake, but you physically couldn't necessarily move and you felt like it could have been a dream when you woke up. That's crazy.
Well, sleep paralysis, doesn't feel like good. Sleep paralysis, you don't
No,
feel
it's
anything.
people. I've had people say that it's terrifying to them. I don't feel like I've ever had it, so I don't know.
I
But
had
people
that
have
all the
told me
time
that they
growing up.
people tell me that they get it before they go into astral projection. I can't say that I've felt that. I do feel like my body is heavy and if I wanted to lift up my arm I couldn't do that, but I don't feel like anything is physically restraining me. Whereas people been like there's something on me or what the fuck are those called? When people have the entities on them, I can't think of what the fuck it is.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Are you talking about the
something.
reptilians?
I don't know if it's necessarily a reptilian, but I know that like people have said like a sleep paralysis demon or whatever. I don't know. I haven't
Oh, the
experienced that.
the males,
I think I know.
the the one that the succubus is.
Yes, that's what they are. So I don't
Well,
know.
let me tell you, it was so crazy. One time I woke up during sleep paralysis and I hadn't had it like I used to have it repeatedly when I was a kid. And it was like around the time I was activated and it's like my guides told me to wake up. And I don't know if this would be like every time, but it was this one time they told me to wake up and I heard an extra, like I can only say it was an extraterrestrial, like above my head,
Mm.
and I heard it like, and it sound like predator, like you know how they sound like,
Oh
and
wow.
it's like I could hear, like it's invisible, and I could hear it like up here because I'm like wide awake, like my eyes are open, but my body's like in paralysis. So I'm like my body, my mind was awake and alert, my eyes were open, and my guides woke me up so I could be like conscious and aware of like what I was
Mhm.
hearing and seeing, like to what happened, like what happens during my sleep paralysis, at least mine.
Mhm.
And it's like they wanted me to know I was being spied on
Wow.
by, and it reminded me of like, you know, when they beam down and like they like put you in paralysis,
Yeah.
the like the ETs. Well, it's like, and I think it was because I had been activated. They wanted to like know what I knew.
Oh my gosh.
Like if you think about the reptilians, you know how like they're the ops,
I can't read this shit. There we go. Yeah.
like, and I'm like, oh, they sound and like they didn't sound good. They sound and they felt like you know when you get like you know how you feel like you're in like not a good presence, like
Yeah.
that's what they didn't feel like they were doing nothing, but I mean they felt like they were doing something, but they just like you felt like you were like in not a good energy,
Yeah.
and they just were like,
I
and
don't
I
like
was
it.
like,
I was like, that sounds gross.
"Ugh."
No
But they woke
thanks.
me up like so they could be like, wake up, Jackie, like the fuck up, you need to know what's happening.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That sounds like
for
some Outer Limits type shit. I watched that show Outer Limits, and they have weird shit like that. Man.
dude, it was fucking nuts. If you were to ask me any of this shit about ETs and shit, I would have been like, what the fuck? But like when it starts like happening, you realize like all the shit in the movies and fuck like is kind of
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff like that. Um. So I did find some stories for you guys. There's a woman in the UK. This story is from 2018. She is married to a ghost pirate, you guys. So this is a highly publicized case. A woman named
Oh, she's actually
Amanda.
actively married?
I don't know. Oh no, eventually divorced. So it says that, yeah, it's a highly publicized case. A woman named Amanda Teague from Ireland claimed to have married the ghost of a 300-year-old Haitian pirate named Jack. She said that they had a spiritual ceremony and she would feel his presence intimately. However, after some time, she claimed Jack became controlling and even drained her energy. So
She's separated.
she eventually divorced him through a spiritual ritual, warning others about the dangers of bonding with spirits. So she was intimately feeling him in her presence. Um, but yeah, so I guess be careful because kind of like how this lady experienced, but also like Jacqueline was saying, like this is like weird shit sometimes that can your body is like waking you up, your intuition is waking you up, your guides are waking you up so that you can be aware of these things. So really like protect your energy, but also believe what you feel, believe what you see or don't see. Like sometimes your body will tell you, kind of like how she said she felt it, it was invisible, but she knew. Like I've had stuff like that happen where it's like I physically can't see something, but everything in my body, all of my senses tell me something is right fucking in front of me or in the room with me or whatever. So believe what it is that you feel, what you see. um especially when it comes to these energies and entities, they very much can be trying to drain you and take your energy or use you for loosh, which is probably what was happening for her because they were right above her head and shit. I don't know. That just sounds like loosh from reptilians. That sounded fucking crazy to me, girl. I don't know.
Oh, it was like it had to like let me know like the kind of shit I was dealing with like when I told you like when you well when I was I just activated as a star seed, they had to like let me know like this is what you're dealing with now.
Hmm. Yeah.
Confirmation.
This one is from 1897, you guys. This is the Green Rear Ghost. And this is about a lady who basically solves her own fucking murder. Okay? Elva Zona
What?
Hester was found dead under mysterious circumstances, and her husband, Ernest Shue, insisted she died of natural causes. However, weeks later, Elva's ghost appeared to her mother in vivid dreams, revealing that her husband had strangled her. The mother went to authorities, and when Elva's body was exhumed, they found her neck was indeed broken. Her husband was convicted of murder, making this one of the only known cases where a ghost testimony led to their conviction.
Oh
Like, or
my
led to a
gosh.
conviction. But that's fucking crazy, man. I would love to be able to come back and like have my death be fucking honored by the courts, having them be, held accountable. That'd be so dope. Um, this one is a phantom lover, and this is a woman in the UK. Um, I don't know if this is her real name, but she says her name is Amethyst Realm, so we'll see. She claimed that she had multiple relationships with ghosts and that she even felt intimate sensations with these ghosts. She described the feelings as spirits, touch, and even seeing fate outlines of her lovers. She became engaged to a ghost and planned to have a spiritual wedding, but she later ended the relationship, claiming that the spirit had become jealous and possessive. So you gotta be careful about these spirits too. They can become possessive and jealous and, you know, stop you from having relationships with other people in real life. That's crazy. This is a Filipino story. I'm coming back for justice too, Pam. For real. You are gonna come. I'm gonna come back in the afterlife, and you gonna remember what you did to me. So this is a Filipino folklore, and it's of a spirit of a woman who died before her marriage, and how they'll sometimes seek out human partners. Um, there are many stories of men
I've heard of
encountering
those.
a mysterious, beautiful woman who vanishes at dawn only to discover she was a spirit. In some cases, the ghost appears again in dreams, claiming she was meant to be with them in the past. That's kind of cool. You've heard of those? I've never heard of that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I forgot I saw it like where they were yeah, I forgot where I don't know if it was on YouTube or what, but
I love
like
stuff
where
like
they
that.
come back to seek a bride or something.
Wow. I don't think
Yeah.
this was the first time when I found this story, but that's why I was like, I didn't even know that that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I don't know if it's the women, they'll come back to seek a male bride or a male husband. Yeah, a male groom, sorry, something like that.
What? Now that
Mm-hmm.
reminds me of the Corpse Bride.
Yeah,
The-
something like that.
Oh wow. How funny. This one is this is an unfinished love story. And this was in 1977 in Chicago. I think I'm saying her name right. Tresita Basa. She was a hospital worker who was murdered in her apartment after her death. A co-worker claimed that her ghost spoke through her, revealing the name of her killer, and authorities followed up and found the murderer who had stolen jewelry meant for Tresita's lover. Some believe that her spirit lingered because she had unfinished love related business. So you can always have ghosts coming. I actually feel like that is very real, like unfinished ghost business. People, obviously not realizing that they're dead. So I've had, when I used to work for Goodwill, I used to have donations come all the time, and I've had belongings come in full on apparitions, like looking through their belongings, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like
Oh
I
my
remember like
gosh.
freaking out because I seen it and nobody else seen it but me. And then I'm sitting here and I'm like, people are laughing at me because I'm crying. I'm having a full on like fucking panic attack because I'm like,
And you're
nobody
the
else sees
one.
that motherfucker right
Were
there.
they
And
were they like see through?
yes, and it was an older man and he was straight up like he was like looking like this, like looking through like the stuff, like trying to find his stuff. Like he just had his little head looking down like this, like he didn't have glasses on, but like he was kind of leaned over looking
Probably
through
was
the
looking
stuff
for his
and
glasses.
probably not. But I literally saw him and I was like, nobody else fucking saw him. My one boss who did believe me, she was into that stuff. So she was like, I'll go back and check the cameras. And she was like, holy shit, there's definitely an orb right there. It wasn't a full on apparition like I saw, but you could see the orb. I saw the full apparition. But yeah, man, I truly believe that, you might not be
That
aware of
is
it. So it's
badass.
unrelated. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
So,
sounds kind of, I guess, like traumatizing for you, but
oh,
like
that was, yeah, it was not really traumatizing. It was just like I used to see stuff all the time, but then like I said, I kind of wasn't. So the fact that everybody at work was just like making fun of me, I was just like, whatever,
when
motherfuckers.
I've
I know what I
seen
saw.
apparitions, I've never seen them like that clear. When I've seen them like in a house before, they looked more like a mist, like,
Oh,
but never.
I've seen them like that. I've seen apparitions like that are outlines. I've seen them look like mist. I've seen them look like auras, silhouettes. Like I remember even the job that I was like last at when I got physically assaulted by that man. There was quite a few times where I was walking through the facility and I had helped a couple people cross over because I did hospice a lot. And I remember I was walking in the hall, but I was outside of a door. And I remember looking to the side of me because I full on saw a woman that I was going to go and take care of. I saw her walk by me and I looked at her like, what the fuck? But then I opened her door and realized she was in her room. So she had just happened to walk past me. And I'm just like, yeah, so she had already departed and I went in to find her, but she was like right on the outside of the door, just like walking away. And I'm just like, the fuck is going? Yeah, so I've had a lot of things happen, but this was at Goodwill and this was like in 2000 and fucking 10. So this was like a long time ago. And I've always, like I said, had these experiences. But it was just like the fact that nobody else saw it. I'm just like, okay, well, I'm having a panic attack because now y'all making me feel like I'm fucking crazy. So there's, I know, right? There's this one from, I don't know if I'm gonna say this right. This is a Japanese love story, and this is Oiwa. Was a woman who was betrayed by her husband, who poisoned her so he could marry another woman. She died in agony, but her spirit returned to haunt him relentlessly, appearing in his reflection, whispering in his ear, causing him to lose his mind. Her story has been retold in Japanese theater and is believed to be a cautionary tale about the power of love and vengeance beyond the grave. I think that I would be that kind of a lover. Like, you're not about to take
Yeah,
my
I mean, if
whole
they kill
love
you,
and then, yeah, and then kill me and then try to be with another bitch. You ain't never gonna be happy now.
and what is it, unrequited love?
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh. Man,
Man,
I don't know.
that's like the reading that we just had where choose your happiness because these people are only after your coin.
For
They're
real.
collaborating against each other for your coin.
There's also another little one that I had. What was it? It was just a little quick little thing that I wrote down. Um, but there was a man, I think he was in London, and he had claimed he was haunted by a ghost who I guess mistook him for a real person, resulting in a tragic shooting in a legal case that questioned self defense against a spirit, but I didn't really go into detail about it. So I'm like, well, that doesn't freaking help me. But I just like thought that was kind of neat that,
I have another story.
yeah, share it.
Okay, so this is a story that someone shared with me. So he was a psychic and he worked with the church. And this was somebody that we were kind of just sharing ghost stories. And I don't talk to him anymore. So I don't think he's going to know about this, that I'm resharing his story. And this is actually someone from California, he said.
Oh wow.
And he said that she he said this was like probably the most wild story he encountered. And this wasn't related to the church. This was like his own, like kind of pro bono, like just on the side, like psychic, kind of like what we do with our energy work and stuff, like nonprofit healing the collective. So he would go do like paranormal work. And so a friend reached out and said, "Hey, think I have a haunting in the house. I'm having like this encounter come towards me at night, and I don't know what's going on." And he's like, "Okay, well, I have to go in person." And so he went in person, and he had like a small team, and they stayed out there for a couple, like 6 months, I think. But he first went out there and he had to have like a conversation first with her to see like I guess if she wasn't having like like a mental breakdown. And he said that she was like he's like, "Okay, well, tell me what happens, like what happened?" And she's like, "Okay, I sit down." What'd she say? Like, I sit down and this ghost tells me like, "Get ready." Like, this voice tells me like, "Go put on your perfume." Like,
What the
go,
heck?
like he tells her like how to get ready, like go put on the negligee I like. And then like go
What?
lay, and he gets aggressive with her, like go effing lay down. And then he proceeds to
What?
go have like what with her. And then he even like finishes, and like there's sweat on her, there's excrement, and so she like wipes it off so she can like have it go get tested. And
What?
yeah. And he's like, when he meets her, he's like, "Do you have the towel or whatever?" And they have it go get tested, and it turns out it's real DNA or whatever. And she's like,
What?
he's like, I think he initially asked her, like, "Well, what did you do when this voice was telling you, like, go get ready?" She's like, "I have to do what it told me. I wasn't trying to get killed."
What the heck?
Like, she said she was terrified.
That's crazy.
Okay, so it turns out it was her ex-husband. Like her ex-husband, like she was like I think like an American woman, but like her ex-husband was like from Mexico, and like all into the like I don't know, like a cult or stuff. And so he was like I said, practicing like astral
What?
projection and but black magic. And he asked her, he said at any point, because he was into like heavy cartel and stuff. And but she when she was married with him, like she was a part of that lifestyle. And he said at any point, like, did you ever see, because like I guess you know how as a psychic you get like you have some psychics have like different signs and stuff. And he said at any point did you ever like see his face change, like into like a skull. And I said, well, what would that mean? He's like, because that's my sign that like he's into like the occult. Like if his face would
What?
like morph. And he's like, it would actually like even appear like almost shapeshift. And
Wow.
and she's like, yeah. I think she said yes. And he said, he's like, your lifestyle that you lived with him, he's like, that attachment is on you. And he's like, it's not gonna go away. And he said, he's able to keep this connection with you because of the life you lived with him. And like, so it's almost like he was able to haunt her and like have that uh like astral projection and connection because of like the toxic life they lived together. Because like he I think they had like she had some like he had like they had real deep like trauma ties together.
Mm-hmm.
And like she didn't cut these ties when they needed to be like cut. So for example, like he told her when they were together, like, let's go have like I want to have like this big orgy with you. And so like he got her, like he convinced her to go have, well, I don't know if she needed convincing because she willingly did it. So like they went and like had this big, like I don't know if it was a resort or what, but like they had a week of like fun filled like sex with like a group of men, and she was a part of it. But like even talking about it with the psychic, he said that she was very like like shaking and stuff. um but I don't know, like so things like that created like these bonds with him. And so he said that like he was able, he's like, I'm not gonna be able to get rid of it. Because he said whenever after the 6 months, he said after the 6 months is when he found out it was the husband. And he said that
Wow.
he's like he saw the husband's like presence there, and he's like, he doesn't want me to leave. Like the
Wow.
husband showed himself. He was actually able to like solidify and like show him like to the psychic. And he's like, he's
Wow.
right there. He's standing in the doorway. He doesn't want me to leave. Like he wanted him to stay there. And
Wow.
he actually knew because he was like a seer, and he could like see like that she was gonna get sick, but that it was gonna be like just not like from anything in particular. She was just gonna be dying. I
Oh
guess from
my
like all this
gosh.
negative energy. Yeah. Because there's repercussions, I guess, from like that lifestyle, or I think it was mostly from like I want to say the ties to like the dark magic, or I don't know if it was like him feeding off her energy, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like but she called him, and after he left, and she's like she told him about her health status, and she's like, yeah, I'm dying, and they don't know what it is. But she
Wow.
had told him, like he had told her when she left, she's like, he said, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're my friend, and like you're gonna get sick, and they're not gonna be able to know what it is. And she started like crying and stuff, and like, what can I do about it? And he said that's when he told her, like, there's repercussions that you didn't leave earlier, like you didn't cut those ties.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's so important, like when we give those the messages that we give, like to choose your own happiness. And
Yeah.
like when you say like there's an abusive relationship and like this person's cheating, you need to choose yourself. Like it's important, like with those red flags, that you do choose yourself, because in the
Yeah.
long run, you know, it does weigh down on our body, and it does weigh down on our spirit.
Yeah. Yeah,
And it's
those are the
important to
blockages that they
choose.
said we need to bring awareness to.
Yeah, and it's important to choose yourself. And I was listening to another reader earlier today, and she said, when you clear yourself, when you clear energy, you remove blockages from yourself, and yourself is your energy is vulnerable at that point. So you really have to choose who you're letting in or who you're letting near you, because it's almost like you're more porous.
Mm-hmm.
So
That makes
your
sense.
those are like those dense blockages that you've removed. Um, you've made yourself uh like you're higher in energy, and the blockage isn't there. Like the once dense vibration where you were once in sync with the lower vibration isn't there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So where it once protected you, it's not there. So it's like you don't have the same immunity.
Yeah.
So you can't really be near it. And you just have to really choose who you let around.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So even though some people will take it personally, and we do sometimes want to like be friends with everybody, but sometimes we can't. We just have to still maintain those boundaries. And we can
Yeah.
kind of like feel it, like if you listen to your intuition, um, like for everyone else that doesn't really practice their psychic intuition, your intuition will tell you like right away, like, is this energy good or bad? And that first instinct is like is what you have to listen to.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why I think it's so important for us to know our own energy and to learn it. So that way we can use our discernment and intuition and know if it's ours or somebody else's.
Yeah, like your base, your ground, especially
Mm-hmm.
from our family. Like for
Yeah.
a long time, I didn't know mine from my own family. And my family, I was really close to my family. So like I had to like discern mine from my family, and that took a while. Because even my own family was on a different frequency than my own.
Yeah.
Because I come from a type of family that like likes to be real close, and even though I love them, and I still like to be around them a lot, even like my own child, as close as I am with him, like we even have like opposite frequencies, and he's like
Mm-hmm.
a higher energy, he's like faster paced, and I'm a slower energy, and so like even like he'll notice like when we have to like kind of ground ourselves, he'll go to the other room, um, and I'll be like in one room. That's how
Mm-hmm.
we kind of have to ground ourselves out.
Yeah. But that's a good thing though, because I feel like that's what we need sometimes is to ground in our own space and our own energy to kind of pull back ourselves, especially if we're like we said close to so many other people. Because I'm not necessarily close to my family. We used to be. We used to always have family gatherings and stuff. I haven't done like a lot of that, but my immediate family, me, my kids, and my husband, like we are very close. 127, that's my son's angel number. Um, we're very close, but that's kind of the same thing. We eventually have to retreat and go within, and we'll be in different parts of the houses or whatever, just in our own space alone, as best as we can, obviously, because we don't have that big of an apartment, but obviously with the baby too. So it's like we do what we can, but I think, like you said, it's grounding, but also kind of calling back our energy and reserving our energy too, and just spending time with self. And I think that's important for a lot of us, because we don't do that enough. And that's, I think, how we also create blockages. We hold on to energy, whether it's good energy or bad energy, emotions, whether it's joy, happiness, it could be anger, it could be all these things. But when we're around other people, we are very much able to take their energy and their emotions and things, and if we don't know how to discern them or even know what's ours, then we can hold on to it, which is also creating blockages. So I think that that's beautiful that you guys are able to ground and be in separate spaces, because then you're calling your own energy back. So I don't know. I think that's beautiful.
Thank you.
And that's, I think, what we pretty much do here. Like I said, they don't call it spiritual stuff, but in my own way, like, it, to me, it's spiritual in every way. And they're like, yeah, I don't think so. But I'm like, no, look what you're doing. And they're just like, don't make it all weird
Oh,
and shit.
I wouldn't feel
So,
too bad about that. Like I don't I'm pretty sure the rest of my family thinks I'm a witch. And then
yeah, right.
my mom anytime I start talking metaphysical with her, she's like, "Don't hurt my head."
Right, huh? My
She's
mom
like,
talks about, she calls the crystals I gave her rocks, and I'm like, they're not fucking rocks. They're crystals, but
"Well,
okay.
she's my mom is pretty good at gift giving. She didn't give me this one.
Oh, I love that. No, my
Yeah.
mom's never given me any like metaphysical stuff, but I've gifted her with crystals when she came down to see me for when my nana passed away. I just gave her crystals that I thought would be healing and helpful for her. But she'd talk about, oh, the rocks you gave me. Like, I didn't give you no
The
fucking rocks. I
rocks.
gave you crystals.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There is such thing as like a rock hound.
Yeah. Well, I made not party favors. They were not party favors. I made I guess favors for people from the celebration of life. So everybody had like little keepsake items. So I made everybody like things, and a lot of the stuff ended up having crystals. Like, so that was my way of healing, but also helping everybody else. So people got like a lot of crystals, and they're just like, oh, those rocks you gave everybody. Like, they weren't fucking rocks. Okay, they're crystals, and they were to help you guys ground, protect your energy, love yourselves more, love other people
Yeah.
more, all the things.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my stepdad is like his wife is like, she's a Satanist, and then
Yeah.
he just turns a blind eye because he's like a hardcore Christian, and then he's probably like I think at first he wanted to say stuff, but and then my mom's like, she's my little goth baby, and then my grandma like she doesn't care what color her hair is, she'll just be like, I love it. She's
Aw,
like all supportive,
that's so sweet.
but
That's
she
nice.
doesn't like it when we wear too much black.
Oh, wow. Black is protective.
It's very protective.
I love black. Most of
But
my
she
clothes are black.
sometimes she likes it.
I had to
Sometimes
start
she
getting
likes
other
it.
colors.
She you know what she did tell me. She's like, I only wear black. I used to wear black only in the bedroom for your
Oh,
grandfather. That's what she told me.
how funny.
I said, nice. I said, really? I said, in the 60s, didn't they wear more pastels? She's like, not in
Right?
the bedroom. Your
Maybe
grandfather
some.
liked black. I said, okay, grandpa. She's funny.
Right. How funny. Oh, not no sexy red. She said it was black.
Black.
Oh, well, you guys, I don't know if there's anything else you want to add, but I have to prepare some egg rolls for my family. Like, that's gonna take me a little bit of time. Plus, I need a freaking nap. But I'm gonna roll some egg rolls for my family. So I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to add, but Jacqueline, thank you so much for being my guest again tonight and sharing those
Thank you for having
stories, but
me.
also your message that you channeled and just the reading that you did. Thank you so much. I'm
Thank
so grateful.
you.
Um,
Gratitude.
Tomorrow, I don't remember what I'm talking about. Uh, but we'll be back tomorrow. I think tomorrow is my early day because it's Saturn day. But yeah, thank you everybody who watched. Thank you, Jacqueline, for being here. So that's a wrap, my beautiful souls. And we are so grateful for you sharing this space with us. Your energy, your light, and your magic, they are always felt and appreciated. Remember that you are love, you are powerful, and you are infinitely divine. If any of this resonated or if you just liked it, don't forget to follow, like, subscribe so you can keep growing this sacred space with us. Until next time, stay radiant, stay empowered, and most of all, stay magical. And I'll see you soon. We love you guys, and thank you so much. Let's see.